Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Meditation is a journey from the virtual reality to the absolute reality. What we think ourselves to be, that determines the quality of our life. And this determination about our own identity, we have a total freedom. So, initially, we determine ourselves to be somebody. And the somebody starts expanding and becomes many buddies. So, as a small child, the child addresses himself in a third person singular. Mummy, Raju wants food because he is called Raju by everybody. So, he addresses himself also as Raju. So, it becomes third person singular. Then slowly starts growing, he develops that I am Raju. So, out of the third person singular, now he has become first person singular, I. Then you ask these small kids, hey, how old are you? So the mother tells, he is 3 years. No, mom, I'm 3 years, 2 months. See? Now that I is getting more crystallized. First it was the name, Nama. Now it is the form. When we give importance to name and the form, samsara begins. What is samsara? In Vakya Sudha, composition of Vidyaranya Swami, it is mentioned, Asti bhati priya nama rupa iti pancha amshakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tato dvayam. Asti bhati priya Satchidananda is Paramatma and nama rupa is samsara. If you observe this phenomena, so first getting identified with the form, then getting identified with the name, and thus I is developed. And this becomes so strong as we grow. There was one painter in Delhi who was doing the painting of my house where I was staying. So there, they have their own local methods of protecting themselves. So their cap is made out of newspaper, so it doesn't spoil the hair. Then all dirty clothes. So I asked him, I said, hey, what's your name? His name was Duryodhan. So I said, how come Duryodhan? He said, I like this name. What is wrong in that? Then his friend who was working with him, he said, Swami, it is because of his name. He is not able to get married. Anybody asks, your son is due for marriages. Oh, what he is doing? He is a painter. Very good. How much he earns? He earns so much. Very nice. What is his name? Duryodhan. Beautiful. Stop. But he is not ready to give up that name Duryodhan. This is how we start taking ourselves to be a particular name, a particular form. Observe this phenomena. Thereafter, we get lost in relations. So I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. These relations. And then the possessions. My mother, my father, my property, my house. And thus, we are not one inside. We are a crowd inside. And wherever there is a crowd, noise is bound to be. Example, before the talk. See? All the poultry farm, cock, 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 cock. started. See? And that is how samsara begins. And this is the virtual reality, is not actual. So meditation is first recognize exactly what you are. The recognition process is called as meditation. It is not doing something. See? So if you take yourself to be, let us say, a mother, nothing wrong, then accept the limitations and the botherations and the burden of motherhood happily. If you take yourself to be husband, don't complain about wife. See? If you take yourself to be an Indian, don't complain about America, go back to India. See, so simple it is. If you take yourself to be the body, be prepared to die. The body is born, body is going to die. But what we want to live as a body infinite way. It's not possible. And the misery comes. See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, this story comes. Hiranyaksha was killed by Varaha avatar. Bhagavan took Varaha avatar and killed Hiranyaksha. So when he was killed, his brother Hiranyakashipu, he went to his sister-in-law and told her, what? Pakka Vedanta. See, Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu, dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. All that is born has to die. So there is no option left. Therefore, don't worry. Now we have to continue living. And with this Vedantic lecture, she comes out of her delusion and grief. But Hiranyakashipu gets drowned in that same problem. He said, my God, that means I am also going to die? No, I don't want to die. You can teach others, but when it comes to yourself, he didn't want to die. This is called as Asura Vedanta. Vedanta meant for others. And then he does tapasya, Brahmaji comes and he tells, I don't want to die. Brahmaji said, not possible, ask something else. So he thinks, okay, I'll also ask. Then he tells, I should not die in the morning or evening, daytime, night time, or in the outside house, inside the house, in the air, on the water, like that, so many things. Not killed by the human beings, animals, or anything like that, or the kings and the Shastra, Astra, nothing should kill me. And then Narasimha Avatar comes. So he doesn't die on any of these things, but in the lab. He has not mentioned lab. Bhagwan must be an attorney, finding out where are the loopholes. So he is kept in the lab and he is killed. Then he should not be killed by any Astra Shastra, so he is torn by the nails. That was not mentioned. In this manner, we may talk Vedanta, but the basic thing is this. What you take yourself to be, that determines the quality of your life. And this is a choice. So, if you take yourself to be body, no problem, then continue to live in that understanding. We are born, we are growing, we will have diseases, we will have problems, we will one day die. Except, live cheerfully, nothing wrong. You are living in meditation. If you take yourself to be a soul, if you are wise enough, make a soul curry and enjoy. Yesterday in the Thai restaurant, that what do you call, soup, it was none other than the soul curry. So, if you take yourself to be a soul, nothing wrong, then you will be born again, you will die again. Earlier life, this life, next life, you will keep on going, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Choice is given, friends. And if you accept yourself to be the divine in whom everything is happening, execution of this freedom to be is ours. exercise this freedom, this is meditation. Therefore, on the path of meditation, only two things are required to be taken care of. Only two, not third. Number one, freedom from body identification. Number two, freedom from the notion that I am a soul in the body. These two things, if that is the goal, then you are going the right direction. If that is not taken care of, you may do anything. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. You may go to holy places, you may go and do charity, dan, dharma. No, it's a good time pass. But that is not meant to be the spiritual life. All that is required is these two steps. Therefore, when we are sitting for meditation, this must be a clear understanding. Like, when we came over here, so we punch the destination. What is the destination? We punch the destination. And where we are, that point is shown. So in between is the path to reach the destination. So what is the destination in meditation? Where you want to reach? Is this destination in time, in space? To tell you the whole meditation in one line, how much time and energy and efforts will a wife take to be a woman? How much time, energy and efforts will a husband take to be a man? That much time and efforts are required to abide in truth. This is meditation. It is not doing something. It's correcting the standpoint in life. Like if this camera is kept at a lower angle, I will be seen as a tall person. If the camera is kept at a higher angle, ceiling level, I will be seen as a dwarf. Correct perception will be if the camera is at the eye level. In the same manner, correct perception is when you have the right angle, not the wrong angle. See? If this is clear, now the next step. In our religion, it is told that spiritual life is being aware of oneself. All others is dharma and upasana. Dharma and upasana, that is not spiritual life. Dharma is that when we take this world as real. Upasana is that when we are not capable of achieving something, so we take God's help and want to achieve something. But Adhyatma is, we have reason about this world, we have reason about our desires, we want nothing. Then we come to the point we want to know ourselves. Who am I? Who desires? Who is happy? Who is miserable? So presently our life is self-centered. First me, I. Then I get married, I and my wife. Then the kids, I and my wife and my children. See? Self-centered. And what the parents do for their children is only that. What they have not been able to enjoy during their childhood, they want to enjoy their childhood through their own children. So when we were, back home, we didn't have even shoes to go to school. So here the parents will give them half a dozen pairs. Okay, beta, you take it. So what is happening? These parents are reliving their childhood through their children. So the first step is we are self-centered, we have to get out of it. And this can happen only through inquiry. See? Now when we take ourselves to be the body, thereafter two problems crop up. One problem is that of possessions and other problem is that of relations. The one carrying the burden of possessions and relations cannot be happy. See? Like when I came, I had the backpack on my back and my bag. The moment somebody comes, the first thing I like to do is take it. Exactly the same way. We are carrying the burden of possessions and relations. So what we do? What is sleep? Sleep is nothing but unloading the burden of possessions and relations. In the deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, nor we are rich, poor, young, old, successful, unsuccessful, healthy, unhealthy. All the possessions and relations are unloaded, and as a result, we are nobody. Observe this phenomena consciously every day. That is living in meditation. So, the first step is all these bodies are born after body identification. So, what should be the meditation? Meditation should be, now we have to get freedom from body identification. Now, this is the goal. And this can be done only by proper inquiry. Like yesterday, probably I gave you example. What sadhana should the bird do to take care of the reflection in the mirror? To remove the reflection from the mirror, should the bird go on chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, still the Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. What should the bird do? Should we take a glass of water and throw it, wash away that reflection? Should we take a cloth and wipe away that reflection? We can do nothing about it because it doesn't exist. See? If this becomes clicked by God's grace, your whole life will change. One day, somewhere in India probably, one person came and he was, crying and all that. Swamiji, I'm very unfortunate, this thing, that. I said, first of all, you finish your crying and all that, go to bathroom, wash your face and talk to me. When I'm looking at you, I also feel like crying. Jugal bandi. So he did that. Then he said, Swamiji, you always make fun, but tell me. Again started. See, now my wife died. How will I think of my children? Started crying. I said, who is crying? He said, of course me. I said, who are you? You cannot be husband. Because without wife, a man cannot be husband. So now you are not husband. As a man, you will never cry. So who is crying? The one who doesn't exist is crying. He became stunned. That means I am not miserable. I said, no. See, friends, show the husband separated from the man. Like we can take out our jacket, put the jacket. In the same manner, when wife has gone somewhere, take out the husband's name. No. If husband is there, you cannot destroy him. If husband is not there, you cannot destroy him. See, the day you understand this principle, that when we identify with the body, then only all the problems begin. So the real meditation is that by which we are able to get freedom from body identification. All other things are secondary. So when we are identified with the body, what is the autobiography of our life? That I am miserable because so and so, I am dependent on so and so, without such and such thing I cannot live. This is our life. So we keep on blaming others for our miseries of life. Till such time we blame others for the miseries of our life, what will be our spiritual practice? Husband's spiritual practice will be try to improve the wife. Where Bhagwan Ram failed, will the Jagjivan Ram succeed? See friends, so simple it is. Therefore friends, please remember this principle. The real meditation is we want to attain freedom from body identification. Now the next step. Start inquiry. Is this body created by us? No. You may say, I am a self-made man. You may be self-made, but like the amoeba, you have not gone in binary fission and produced one out of yourself. So our body is created by our parents. So who has got the first right on the body? The parents. Second thing, this body never listens to us. We want to wake up in the morning, but it's come on, yeah, so yeah. Sleep in Sedona. We have come all the way here only to sleep. What else? Because we don't get sleep anywhere. Very good place to sleep. So the body is not created by us, the body doesn't listen to us. Now who wants to fall ill? Nobody wants. But the body falls ill, what can you do? In short, body is not created by us, the body doesn't listen to us, and yet I am the body. And we are logically inspired animals. Because what is human beings according to Darwin? Logical animal. And therefore, we start living only as the animal. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maituranja, 4 things. Nothing fifth. Once this becomes clear, that really the embodied is someone different from the body. Now this you can work whole day. Are my lips talking to you? Or somebody behind the lips? Are your ears listening, or there is somebody behind the ears? Are your glasses seeing, or there are eyes behind the glasses? Are your eyes seeing, or there is a mind behind the eyes? Is the mind seeing, or there is somebody who is holding the mind? See, when we thus accept theoretically that I am embodied and not the body, then keep on contemplation, reflection. This is 24 hours meditation. So, don't we exist without body identification? In the dream, this body is not functional. In the deep sleep, this body is not functional. But we continue to exist. And ultimate, when we are told, You are suffering in this life because of the sins you have done in the last life. You will suffer in the next life if you don't stop doing the sins. Means what? You existed before this body was born. You are existing in this body, and when this body is dropped, you will continue to exist. So who are you? You are embodied someone other than the body. So this is the first meditation. It is for this purpose, whatever you do is right. If this purpose is not attained, whatever you are doing is like trying to pour water on a cup which is upside down. It will never go in. With this introduction, now let us see whether it is possible to discover freedom from body identification or not. Is it possible? Or it's only a theory? For that, like you are all the victims of yoga. So, what is yoga? Sitting in one posture. Now sit properly as you are sitting, most of you. Remember the purpose, freedom from body identification. Unless you are having some health problem, do not take the support of the back. Because when the surface area increases, we go to sleep. But there are some Mahatmas who don't care for that. Even while standing, they can sleep. You can see this thing, in Bombay locals. They just stand. There you don't have to fall down because you are supported by the society. I don't go by train these days. Earlier I used to go. One person, why don't you go? I said, I am afraid. What is there to be afraid? I said, look here. When I am standing on the platform, if I get into the train, my khada remain on the platform, I get into the train. It's such a terrible rush. And when I come out of the train, my lungi remains in the train and I come out of the train. There you have no freedom. There you are pushed and pulled out, So, we are sitting in a proper posture. And what is the proper posture? Be attentive. To get freedom from body identification, body must be placed with three qualities. Number one, it must be firm at the base, not constantly moving like this, firm at the base. Vertically, the body should be steady, not taking a jhatka here, a jhatka there like that, steady. And third, the body should be relaxed to such an extent that the body disappears from the mind. These three things. It is for this purpose asana is done. So now as you are sitting, you find out where is the weight of your body falling. You will see the weight of your body, if you are not properly sitting, falls on your ankle joints or your calf muscles, and as a result, that portion gets compressed and the blood flow is arrested and the lymph gathers in the lower part of the limbs, and therefore there is a sense of numb feeling. It is not that the nerves are not affected, it is only the blood vessels are compressed. Therefore, when you are sitting, see that the weight of your body lands on the sitting bones, the big bone, pelvic. There are 2 points, they are called in medical terms ischial points or the sitting bones or pin points or pin bones. On that the body's weight must land. For that, open up your legs or close your legs depending upon, but see that the weight of your body lands over there. Now take this tripod which is in front of you. What is the speciality of this tripod? Why it is not falling? Because the center of gravity of the tripod is exactly in the center. In the same manner, our body is like a tripod or a cone. The distance between the knees, the distance between the knee and the backbone, the distance between the knee and the neck should be approximately equal. Don't sit with a tape. No, should be approximately equal. So you are now equilateral cone. In any equilateral cone, the center is always in the center where the center of gravity lands. See? There our body is kept. Then the second thing comes is about our hands, where to keep the hands. For a photographic posture, they are kept like this. Keep like this. On the knee. And when you keep like this, initially you begin as an exclamation. But these hands, because they are on the knee, they pull you up front. So you become a question mark. And this question mark gives pain in the back. So you become underline. Very literally in meditation. So keep your hands, the lower three fingers interlocked, index finger to index finger, thumb to thumb. Keep in your lap, not somebody else's lap. By this, the center of gravity will not disturb. It will remain where the center of gravity should remain. Hereafter, now we have to start relaxing the body. Here one basic principle I tell you. When we are relaxing the body, we will give instruction to the body to relax, but know for certain, body is never tense. It is the mind that is tense. Although we give instruction to the body, the mind is relaxed. And therefore, now if you observe yourself, your asana is firm at the base, vertically it is steady. Before we start giving instructions for relaxation of the body, we have to do some psychological adjustments. Because the process of meditation is done by the mind to dissolve the mind. So, like the physical adjustment, we require the psychological adjustments also. Now they are, as you are sitting, close your eyes, and first step, we are cheerful and happy. We are here by our own choice. Nobody has compelled us. Whenever we do anything by our own choice, it's a freedom. It is no more a bondage. It is no more a burden. Second adjustment. In our heart is our beloved Lord and the Guru Maharaj. The Lord protects us from within. Guru guides us from within. Many seekers get fear when they sit for meditation. So we have to remind ourselves, we are not alone. The Lord is with us. The Guru is with us. Third adjustment. At this moment, we are Mr. Nobody. Nobody means who? He who doesn't have any past. So when we take the position of Mr. Nobody, we have dropped our total past. Past belongs to body, not to us. Body was born, past tense. Body was child, past tense. Body was teenager, past tense. When we are in the utter present, as Mr. Nobody, to a great extent we have dropped the body from the mind. Because we are nobody, we have no desires. Next adjustment, we have to block the future. So, we don't plan what we will do after meditation. If you plan anything, then you will, for example, prepare upma after meditation. Your meditation will be cutting the onions. Don't plan anything what you will do after meditation. So the future is blocked. Now we are in the present. So the movement of the mind with reference to time is arrested to a great extent. The burden of relationships is dropped because now we are nobody. Now in the utter present, we start relaxing the body. We start from the top and end up in the toes. Relax the head muscles, relax forehead, relax the eyebrows, the eyelids, close the eyes softly. Let there be no pressure on the eyeballs. Don't try to see anything. Don't look at anything. Relax the nose, the lips, chin. Relax the face, ears. Relax the neck from the front, throat, sides below the ears, and back side, the neck. Hang down your shoulders. We are unnecessarily holding them up. This is a very strong point of body identification. Hang them down. Relax the shoulder joints, upper arms, elbows. Relax, relax. Relax the lower arms, the wrists, palms, and fingers. Now let us take an observation. Our body is now divided in two parts, relaxed and not yet relaxed. The relaxed areas are with minimum muscle tone. There are very limited tensions if there are. The thumbs and index fingers are pressing hard against each other. The weight of our own hands has increased in our lap, and the rest of the body is having tensions, muscle tone, etc. Because we are relaxed the head and hands, etc., the weight has increased. Mind has dropped these parts. Now come to the shoulder. Now we'll relax the trunk, relax the chest muscles, relax, go downwards, relax the abdomen, go downwards right up to the floor. Relax, relax, relax. Relax the sides from the shoulder downwards, part by part, right up to the hip joints. Now relax the back starting from the neck, go down along the spine and relax the complete surface of the back. Right up to the sitting bones. Next observation, the weight of our body has increased, and sometime one may get the pulsation on the sitting bones. Now the mind has dropped from top up to the loins region. Now come back to your hip joints. Relax the hips, hip joints, the thighs, knees, calf muscles, go downwards, ankles, both of them relax. Relax the heels and the toes. As if you walk out of your body. Now in this hall, there are many people sitting, there are things, many bodies, but one body we claim to be us and ours. So look at that body, what we take to be ours, from the front. Don't forget, you are outside the body. So take the front view from outside. Start from the top, go downwards part by part. If there are tensions, relax them on the way. So relax the forehead, the eyebrows, eyes. Go slowly downwards. Right up to the base. Now go to the right side of your body. Take the right view of your body. Starting from the top, the right ear, and then start going downward. Right up to the hip joint, and relax if there are patches of tensions on the way. Now go back side of your body. Don't forget you are outside the body. Take the back view. Start from the head, go up to the hips. Have an overall look. If there are tension patches, relax them. Now go to the left side of the body. Repeat the same process, taking the left view of the body. This side you may feel more tensions because other three sides were relaxed. So relax those tension patches. Go downwards, right up to the hips. Now come in front of your body. Now observation, the shape, size, the contour line outlining the body, all these things have become non-distinct, unclear. Therefore, the concept of inside the body and outside the body has disappeared. The mind is now free from the burden of the body. Because the mind has dropped shape, size, form of the body. It has no reference to think about. Hence, we don't have to struggle with the thoughts. However, the old habit of thinking may create some thoughts. So don't fight with the thoughts. Find out to whom the thoughts have come. So you will know at the root of every thought there is somebody. So remind yourself, at this moment I am nobody. This one simple knack, just find out to whom the thought is coming. And you will diagnose the disease of somebody. Nobody is health, somebody is disease. remain indifferent to everything. We are now like the space. Other than the body means body has shape, we have no shape. Body is born, we are not born. Body has gender, we have no gender. And this is nothing but space. Space has no beginning, no birth. Space has no shape. So let us play now space, space. What must be the experience of the space? Space supports all forms but remains indifferent to all forms. So we learn to remain indifferent to all the thoughts and their contents. The body has fully disappeared. Shapes are many, formless space is one. In this experience, the imagination of otherness, modifications, birth and death, everything disappears. This poise can be lived throughout the day if we remain more and more in awareness. Take deep breath 3-4 times slowly. See, now the body is included in the mind. A sense of separateness has come. Move your fingers and toes. Now the concept that I am inside the body and the world is outside has become real. And now there is somebody with some possessions and the samsara begins. Know this process, how the absolute that we are reduced to the relative that we appear because of body identification. Hence, meditation is living through the body and no more living as the body. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Don't make a memory of this. This was not at the level of the mind. Mind can have memory, absolute cannot have memories. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.